What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topic, tweets, videos you want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Monday, September 8th. We are into the second week of September. That's right, okay. We're in there like Flint, all right? Fall's coming up soon, all right? A lot of stuff went down over the weekend, okay? I spent majority of my time playing Hollow Knight Silksong, okay? I'll talk about more about that later, all right? But let's look into some of the things that happened over the weekend in case you guys might have missed out on some things. My girl Erica said, how about that Cory video home skillet? That's right, Cory finally uploaded, bro, in case you guys missed it. I'm sure most of y'all seen it, but just in case you didn't, okay? He uploaded a video that was like 30 seconds plus long saying like, hey, I'm back and I'm about to drop 100 videos before the end of the year type stuff. And everyone's like, yeah, I doubt you're going to do it. And then the next day he uploaded a video that was like 40 minutes long. Okay. Apparently it's like half gameplay, half addressing the allegations being between him and one of his old girlfriends. I don't even know if it was a girlfriend, just a girl that he used to talk to about 8 years ago. We've covered this story in a couple of videos in the back, but the TLDR is this girl named Panda Ninja who's basically made this TikTok. It was like this telltale series of how their relationship wasn't that good, okay? It was very private. There was no assault or anything like that. And she's been trying to get an apology and basically people called her out on being exploitative and trying to basically come out for clout. Since then, one of his prior homies, Mavitak, okay, another YouTuber as well, who just been shitting on Cory for like the past year and a half. I don't even think he makes any content anymore. There was like, he has a YouTube channel and he made this video trying to expose Cory. Then he stopped uploading just to come back and just to interview Panda Ninja and to try to expose him again. Like one of the biggest Cory haters I ever know. So here's CoryxKenshin. Again, in case you guys don't know who he is, he's a video game YouTuber, Let's Player. Okay, he plays video games and he's been doing it for a really long time. One of the OGs and one of the best has ever done it. Okay, 23 million subscribers. Yeah, he uploaded a video yesterday called I'm Just a Regular Guy. Ding, 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 ding. To say like I'm just a regular dude, man, just a regular guy. Like I said, it's a 41-minute video. Okay, the first 24 minutes is him basically addressing the allegations and also just talking about himself. He admits that he has poor communication and consistency when it comes to his uploads, which has frustrated his fans in the now and in the present. He also talks about his fan base, the community, the samurai. He expresses, you know, thankfulness for the support, but he's kind of worried that his fan base is kind of turning into a bit of a cult. He also talks a little bit about his own struggles. Okay, he explains there's discomfort with being famous and kind of being quote unquote important to so many people. He has reflected on the downsides of being a public figure, you know, like it's the loss of privacy, parasocial relationships, online negativity, and he shares like all of his like human flaws, like openly. He talks about the fact that he lies, right? And he's being selfish and he breaks promises, okay? To just remind people that he's just a normal dude. He's not perfect. He also talks about his YouTube content, okay? He's currently at like 26 or 27 videos, but he plans on uploading 100 by the end of 2025, which means he's going to be uploading almost every day until the end of the year. He also talks about the fact that he doesn't need any money. Okay, he's good on that front, right? He's just here doing it for the love of the game. And that he plans on making videos for the rest of his life. Okay, he sounds like me for real. The clip I will show you, we'll talk about, okay, is when he actually addresses the whole situation with Panda Ninja, okay? The ex from 8 years ago that's now turning into the situation. These are the allegations. This is what you came here for in case you've already seen it, but we're going to watch together, okay? He's addressing it. He's not ignoring it.
What's the theme of the video? Let's see if everyone's been paying attention. I'm just a regular guy. Now, I want to briefly talk about the Panda situation. If you thought I was going to come on here and air out all my public stuff and give you guys tea and, oh, she did this and I did this, and but she did that and, oh, I did. You clearly haven't been watching me very long. This is another part that I've already recorded, so I'm going to splice it here. Next, I want to talk about the Panda situation. Number one.
So number one is a screenshot from her where it says, for clarification, he did not essay me. She never alleged this, but for those who missed it, here you go. All right. So it's like the biggest thing is like there's a lot of misinformation going around and people were saying that Cory's done some really heinous things. They don't know anything that's going on. Okay. Number one, let's just get the facts straight, bro. All right. Nothing illegal went down. Nothing illegal went down. Tell all your friends nothing illegal went down. If any of your friends say anything illegal went down, okay, just shoot them in the face because they're a liar.
Number two, here's proof that I had already.
She said this is name blurred out at the end, treated you bad in reference to immaturity and ghosting. This is a text message where he says, this was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever. LOL. I sincerely wish that everything comes back in an early stage as possible. You can beat this. I know you can. I treated you bad and I apologize for that, but I get it. This is more important though. I will pray for you immediately and may God's will prevail.
Already apologized to her over 5 years ago.
Okay. She never replied to this text. So 5 years ago, over an incident I think happened. So 5 or 8. Okay, this is a long time ago. So he's already apologized. They've been out here trying to look for apologies, right? Accountability. And yet the text message shows that he already apologized in the very same text message that got spliced and cut off by Panda Ninja herself. The top part reads, I feel like an idiot sometimes reaching out to you, but I felt like I needed to tell you I just found out I have breast cancer. I was diagnosed, blah, 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 blah. And this is not to be insensitive, okay? We've already just read this before. I'm not trying to be like, oh, cancer, blah, blah. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, okay? Anyway, I just hope for your happiness, and I will be fighting this cancer until my last breath, okay? So she basically expressed, you know, that you treated me like I was trash, and I'm okay with that. She also said, I know how much I'm worth, and you didn't deserve that anyways, and that God doesn't like ugly, but a part of me cared for your well-being even when I had every reason to not give a damn. Like, it, messy.
Coincidentally enough, this is in the exact same text message that she herself cropped when all of this started.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. The only thing that we saw when she came out was that was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal LOL. That was all we saw. Did not show the part where he literally followed up and said, but for real, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. Okay, then I'm praying for you and I know that you can beat this. Like, why would you not show that? Coincidence? I think not, okay? There's no such thing as coincidences, okay? I think not. It's very clear that she did not show it to garner more sympathy, quite literally. Like, I'm not going after her. He says don't go after her or nothing like that. I'm just calling a spade a spade. I'm calling what it is, right? The only reason why you would withhold information that looks like the person that you're trying to expose that makes them look good is because you're directly trying to capitalize and make them look bad. It's not about fairness, not about having both sides. It's manipulative, right? And I have a feeling, this was not the first time that these manipulation tactics have been used, if you know what I mean.
But you've gone on to,
hey, I need to ask you something. Message me when you get a chance. This was May 2nd, 22. The first outreach 2 years later after her cancer reveal text message. So she messaged him 2 years later.
Hit me up.
He said, hey, what's up? He said, you're a bit late. LOL. That was like 16 days later. But some girl messaged me random on IG about you, and it was weird. She was asking me questions about you because apparently she liked you and she knew we talked before. Just thought you should know. She messaged me from a private account and blocked me right after. And when I went to search for the profile, it didn't exist anymore. I believe she said her name was XYZ. Then she said, I also had one more thing to say. Question mark. I sort of kind of been thinking about you as well. Oh! No, bro. 2 years later, reaches out, says some girl reached out to me. And by the way, I've been thinking about use this as a way for her to, oh my Lord. Nah, bro. That's when you don't do that. No. I've played these games before, okay? I can smell the run back attempt, all right? I know it's been a while, but when that person messaged me, a lot came to mind. That's all. Is that right? What came to mind? I wish things were different. Okay. All right. I'm gonna stop teasing so much. She went through her own thing, but I'm just like, I've seen this. And I'm a little bit skeptical too because of the manipulation that I've seen at play here as well. Now I'm kind of reading and seeing everything with a certain different type of intent, a very, very strong skepticism. When you're a person who has been like on the other end of like very strong manipulative people, right? You can see game ahead of time, right? Some of y'all might be like, oh, blah, blah, sounds like a, and it's like, nah. And then the problem becomes is that you can see game everywhere. You can see manipulation everywhere. That's just kind of how it works for me because I got so early in life too as well. But I don't know. Sometimes I try to give the benefit of the doubt because I feel like a lot of people are wearing masks. So we'll just stop it right there.
But you've gone on to hit me up multiple times.
Cory said, I just recall there being important factors as to why we didn't work. And she said, I was going through my own thing back then. My priorities were horrible. I know I'm different now because I reflected since then. I'm not sure why we didn't work exactly, but I think it had to do with some things that I was trying to grow up from. My problem was it was hard to be myself around you because I didn't want you to know all the chaos that was happening too. That's just called a lack of communication, transparency. All right. It looks like she was going through some phase where I don't know. We don't know the details. I don't even want to know the details for real. When I got sick, it taught me a lot too. I hated life before, but now all I want to do is live every day like it's my last. Good on her. That's die job. Now, he didn't respond to that, it looks like. The next joint was November 27th, okay? This was in May. Then just hit up, just kind of let that go. She said, so, we have an issue. I don't know what drama is going on, but someone is trying really hard to involve me about you. And then said, sorry, we could not load this item. This is the final time she reached out to me. I did not respond. So she just keeps coming into his life to be like, oh, there's an issue with some, like she keeps using someone else doing stuff to kind of insert back into his life. She keeps trying to get back in. All right, it's very clear that Cory's not reaching out anymore at this point, but she keeps trying to get back in.
I'd like to apologize for the video that she uploaded where I made a very insensitive attempt at humor. I cringed extremely hard looking at myself from 8 years ago. But what I was talking about was something that should never be joked about to my community.
Okay, so that was in reference to a clip the Panda Ninja played where they were coming out of a hotel and they were making jokes, sexual window jokes. And one of the jokes was that she said that something was happening. What did you do to me last night, Cory, while I was asleep? And he was like, why are you recording? Blah, blah, blah. And it sounds like it was some dirty innuendo jokes that they talk about, right? But then Ed was saying that it was inappropriate at the time and he should have made that joke. I know people, okay? People are nasty, all right? They make worse jokes when you're in a relationship, when you're a couple, you say some nasty shit. It's just nasty, right? That was still tame compared to a lot of the nasty stuff. I know y'all niggas. I know you watching it right now. If you're in a relationship right now, I know you nasty. I know you're nasty, okay? So don't say that you're not. Don't say that you're not. My point is, though, is that he still apologized for it. He said it was cringe and it was not appropriate. Okay, so he took accountability for it, regardless of how people might try to downplay it or say it was absolutely abhorrent.
To my community, leave her alone. Don't bother her. Don't bother anybody. Keep it about the gameplays. Keep it about the videos. Do not harass anybody. I want to talk about what I've been up to. Instead of the Five Nights at Freddy's Marathon Summer that I said was going to happen. Channel is about to get real active. Gotta stop doing that. But before that, just a little quick refresher. What's the main theme of this video? I'm just a regular guy. Please don't take this as patronizing or trying to be condescending. I'm not. I'm genuinely just trying to remind everybody that I'm just a regular guy.
I think he keeps saying it over and over and over again, right? Because the idea is that a lot of people, right, look at CoryxKenshin as this god, right? This super being, right? Because maybe he has a lot of subscribers, maybe because he has a lot of views, maybe you idolize him because of the impact that you had on him, right? You just being put on a pedestal. And every time you set yourself up and put somebody on a freaking pedestal, all right, and then they do some normal, you can be like, what? What do you mean? This guy curses? He says bad words? He's not an actual child of God 100% of the time? It's for some of you, this is common sense. But for some people, they really need to realize that they need to bring it. In fact, this is how bad it is. CoryxKenshin, and a lot of people go through this as well, right? When you are basically humble and you say, please, I'm just a dude. Here's all my faults. Here are all my flaws. The people respond and be like, this is why you at the top. This is why I'm gonna put you further on the pedestal because you don't even want to be on the pedestal, which means I'm gonna have you at the top. It's like, bro. Look, if you do want to look up to somebody like that, that's awesome. And you want to aspire to be like that, that's awesome too as well. But when some stuff goes down, when the person is not perfect, when we mess up, because we will always mess up because we are human, when we just do some stupid shit, all right, just Just don't look at that freaking cognitive dissonance versus where you had them versus what they've done now. That's what creates that big, I couldn't believe my content creator said a curse word. Just stop. Stop it. Get some help.
I like playing video games. I like recording myself playing video games. And I love making YouTube videos. So even if I might despise, that might be a strong word, being important or mattering to so many people, I think that's triumphed by my love for making YouTube videos. Understand, I've been making videos since 2009. I got 1,700 videos, all shot, recorded, and edited by me. I've put my life into this. This is my craft. All my life energy, my time, my hundreds and thousands of hours and tens of thousands of hours of editing has been for the love of the game.
Love of the game. Sorry for the pause, Corey. Sorry for the pause, Corey. You're going to have to hold that. Love of the game. I feel it. Same thing. I got a similar timeline. I might have been starting earlier. Love of the game, bro. I just got to be up here. I got to talk to y'all. Man. I got to yap, and I got to hear what y'all got to say as well. But we're going to stop here because I think this is the part where he's going to start getting into the gameplay video. If you guys want more Corey, more gameplay videos, see what he's going to be up about. Hey, he's going to be making 100 videos this year. And if he doesn't, he told me on the low, I talked to him actually on the low. Corey told me that if he doesn't make 100 videos, that he's going to give all of his subscribers $1,000. That's what he said. That's what he told me. All right. I would never lie to you guys. Okay. So you guys can hold him to. Anyway, that's the CoryxKenshin and the allegations. And hopefully this wraps it up. I have a feeling that he didn't address MightyKeef, the hater, the guy, the dude. And I'm glad because I think that man's just clout chasing. I literally think my man's is, I don't like being negative, but again, I do like calling things for how I see it. And I like to be kind of straightforward. And my man's, I just feels like maybe he just didn't do well on YouTube, right? He tried to pursue a career on YouTube, didn't like how it went, and turned into this very strong, jealous person, right? But as you can see, like Corey, again, regular dude, all right? Says sorry, takes accountability, creates his space, has his own issues, but is out here just trying to just make people smile and laugh. That's all we take from that, right? So I feel like we can move forward. We've covered way more heinous things on this channel. I think we can let it go. My guess, though, is that it won't. Okay, Panda Ninja might respond. MightyKeef might respond. But, like, I'm getting to the point where it might just be best to just ignore them, right? Unless something blows up that's just massive, right? At this point, things have been addressed. Things have been addressed that didn't even need to be addressed, but they have been addressed. And now I think we can just move forward to the gameplay. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about the situation in the comments below. But guys, before we get further into today's topics, I'm happy to announce that today's video is sponsored by Dbrand. Dbrand is a company that excels in making heavily customized accessories for electronic devices. Phones, laptops, gaming systems, controllers, AirPods. If you can think it, they definitely have it. I'll keep today's sponsor short and sweet. Okay, I'm pretty sure you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and this thing costs you an arm and a leg. And the games are like $100 plus, okay? This is something you need to protect. Dbrand has a case called the Kill Switch, okay? This bad boy, once you put this into this, this literally becomes impenetrable. It's extremely easy to install. I'm gonna do it right here. There's 3 pieces, the 2 grips and then the front plate. And then once these things are on, okay, you can throw this bad boy on as well. And yeah, you basically have an impenetrable fortress. And it comes with a dock, so you don't have to keep taking the case off, okay? You can literally just plug it right onto here and do exactly what the Nintendo Switch 2 dock already does, okay? So it keeps you protected and connected. You guys can go over to dbrand.com/omni. You'll be supporting the channel. Go ahead and grab yourself a Kill Switch. This thing is really freaking nice, high quality, and you won't have to worry any kind of oopsie woopsies. And again, special thanks to Dbrand for sponsoring today's video. A lot of things that a lot of you guys asked me to talk about was some situation with this streamer by the name of Eskay, okay? And from what I've seen and from what I read, I think it's a lot of drama that I might not be familiar with. I will do my best to kind of summarize what it is that I see, but I don't know if I'm going to have the full 411. I'll do my best. All right. So there's a streamer. Her name is Eskay. I actually seen her. She streams. She plays fighting games. I think she plays Street Fighter, right? But she's also Overwatch streamer as well. But I've been seeing her play Street Fighter because I play Street Fighter 6. And so that's all I know in terms of my interactions. is that she's a streamer and she plays video games. She, however, had to make a tweet, and I believe this tweet was a follow-up tweet from a deleted tweet, which we'll get into, right? Where she said, hey, hi everyone, I had a call with Warren and we are good now, okay? Warren is another person who streams, just another character. That's all you need to know so far, okay? If you're not following, don't worry, we'll get into it, okay? I'm a complete idiot. I let a horrible weekend fester into years of overthinking, and at worst, he was just a bad friend. He's not the evil monster that I created in my head over the years of staying silent, and I should have just talked with him sooner. It's been living in my head rent-free for so long, and I thought tweeting it would free me, but it was actually just talking with him. I'm sorry for the storm I created, and I'm sorry, Warren. I think he's a good guy. I'm way too terminally online. I need to go outside. A lot of people not liking this response. She also said there's so much more context to everything and so much more I could say that would make how it came to this point make sense, but I don't think that would do any good, so I'm going to leave it at that. We've both forgiven each other, and I never should have said anything. So, again, this is one of those type of situations, in my opinion, that I feel like when it comes to like streamers or content creators or YouTubers, right? A lot of people like to air their grievances like with a friggin' twit longer. They want to tell the world, okay? Like, I got beef with you. I'm not calling you. I'm telling the world. I'm not talking to you. I'm just going to tell everybody what I'm experienced and what I am feeling and let everybody else know. And that's not really healthy communication or proper communication, in my opinion. And there's times where it should happen when there are heinous things that are happening, or calling out like abuse or someone being like a terrible, evil person behind back doors. Okay. But yeah, this one doesn't look like this was the case where it needed to happen. And a lot of people called Eskay out for this because apparently she finds herself in a lot of drama. That's been the narrative that's been talked about so far. What then occurred was that people were pulling up actual receipts of her conversation with Warren. Okay, so they play Overwatch. This came up, all right, and it was this chat log where, and it's got to read it upside down, I think, or 19 to 20, where she's, I guess they were playing Overwatch. You play Roadhog like a pedo. For real? And I'm like a 14-year-old girl. You pedo Roadhog, and I'm 14. Okay. By the way, Eskay is not 14 at the time of this was happening. I believe just a grown woman, grown person. Bro, where's my mod? WTF, I'm GOAT mod. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Okay. I used to play Overwatch, okay? I actually used to play Roadhog. One of the fun things about Roadhog is that if there's somebody on the team that you just don't like, you just feel like bullying, you can make your whole life, make that person miserable by just targeting that one person alone, and just literally hook, pop, boom, like hook, pop, boom, hook, pop, boom, and really toxic, right? My guess is that she was the victim of this, but this was her response, and a lot of people are like, what the heck, bro? Why are you saying things like this? Eskay replying and saying, I'll just give more context, and it doesn't make it okay. It was 2 years ago. I hated him with every fiber of my being, okay? So she had a bias and a vendetta against this guy. He spent the entire game hunting me specifically, and I've never said anything like this again. It's probably the worst thing I've ever said. I feel really bad. That sounds fine. Okay. So her taking accountability. She didn't say sorry here anywhere, but I'm guessing this is an apology type thing. I've said some stuff too. I've said some stupid things. Okay. In my entire just a regular guy. If you've been paying attention since the CoryxKenshin video segment we talked about, right? I've said some things where I'm like, bro, that was messed up. Why would you do that? I'm sorry. Let me take accountability. So this is her saying that this is what she did. However, the internet has been dragging her non-stop, bruh. Somebody said, you actually seem like such a horrible person. Things switched up quick when the messages got leaked. Someone else said, you're a dangerous person. Someone else said, some other people were saying like, hey, good job. I'm glad that sending you love. Not that many more likes. This one said, great that you talked it out, but the fact that it took this long to do so and that you decided to just spread a bunch of misinformation online without even talking to the other person is kind of wild. Not gonna lie, there is no real excuse for that, so I hope you've learned something. This person said, oops, silly me, I'm just a good girl who spends too much time online. Tee-hee. What's that freaking anime meme with the after an absolute smear campaign was run with genuinely horrible things being said from Eskay about Warren. Insane. This is the third or fourth time Eskay has done this, and it's insane. So I don't know about the first or the second or the third time, but people have been saying that Eskay keeps finding herself in this position when it comes to drama between other people, right? First time it happens, you know. Second time, coincidence. Third time, fourth time, why does this keep being the position that you seem to find yourself in? As for the tweet that started this, it looks like 3:28 a.m. Was this 4 a.m.? I won't be making no tweets at 4 a.m. I ain't gonna work out for you, homies. She said, I think the funniest and maybe most sad thing that happened to me as an Overwatch streamer was when I was sitting at a table with two content creators. They were talking about how enjoyable it is to play with Yesna before it was public that he was transphobic in a POS. And after 20 minutes of gassing him up, the first creator goes, quote, I know he's Saudi and all that, but do you think he's transphobic? ? And Warren TV replies, oh yeah, definitely. And then continues to gas him up for another 15 minutes. Like, did he forget that I was sitting at the table with them? ? I just sat there in silence. I was so stunned. All right, so this is Eskay just being like, here's the thing that happened a long time ago. Can you guys believe it, internet? Wow. You know, like, you know, this is the part where the internet goes like, wow, Warren, you are an absolute terrible, abhorrent person. Warren, however, replied and said, hi, so that tweet is so unbelievably disingenuous. If you're trying to imply that I'm a transphobe, that is and never was a fact. The context was being excited about winning a tournament as a small creator, not celebrating the terrible behavior of another person. As a matter of fact, I've been blocked for ages and can't even personally discuss with Eskay my thoughts and feelings regarding the matter. This is kind of heartbreaking knowing she was my friend and chooses to misconstrue my words or intent. So Warren was like, bro, what do you mean? Why am I... Why are you attacking me? Eskay has a lot of clout, a lot of attention on, and a lot of eyes. Okay, so Eskay literally just pointing directions and pitchforks at Warren, making the implications, and Warren's just like, bro, not even like that. However, according to Warren, the beef has been settled. Okay, Warren literally quote retweeted Eskay and said, look, as a reminder from earlier, do not send any hatred her way. Use this as an example on how to communicate better with your friends. We are both much happier and deserve a chance to move on from this. Okay, so the two people involved are saying, hey, no bad blood. It is what it is. Bad communication. Let's move forward. But you know the internet not. The internet is paying attention to Eskay and being like, nah, I see this for something completely different. I'm not going to forgive her. I believe that she is somebody that causes a lot of drama and a lot of stress and does this and falls herself into this place over and over. And they don't feel like that she's taking full accountability, even though the two parties here have meshed it out. That's kind of the situation in a nutshell, okay, for all of the unemployed out there, all right? How internet beef can somehow turn really, really bad for both parties, right? Like if this was not a situation where Warren replied properly, okay, mans would have got eviscerated, gone, gonzo, done. Right? There was a real threat and target on this man, right? Based off of this miscommunication, in my opinion, okay, again, it comes down to the concept of just communicating with people. It's always communication. You know how they say communication is like the number one thing for relationship, friendship? It's literally the number one thing. But when the lack of communication then turns like aggressive, like then turns into like potentially spilling blood on somebody else, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people when it comes to information on the internet. When you do these campaigns, not everyone's going to get the full story. It's not going to happen. People are going to get bits and pieces. So people are going to hate Eskay for just seeing one little tweet about Roadhogs. People are going to hate Warren for seeing one thing else is where. So once the information goes out there, not everyone gets the full thing and a lot of damage gets done. Moral of the story, if you got issues or problems with somebody, all right, and it's not like an abuser type situation, okay, try to hash it out. Try to get an understanding. Try, okay? Especially if you guys were like prior friends at first, like good Lord, okay? But yeah, again, Eskay is getting dragged on the internet still for just having this situation happen in the first place. I'm sure everyone will move past it and hopefully it never happens again. All right, guys, another thing we have to talk about that was absolutely blowing up over the week, okay? Apparently there was a baseball Karen. Have you heard about that? Have you guys been, ever since that Coldplay, those people, that couple that got caught cheating on the Coldplay concert, bro? And literally got their jobs, they got divorced, they got their jobs lost, everything absolutely blew up, right? Now, I feel like social media has been finding people at baseball games. And at baseball games, you know, if you sit there, you catch the ball, right? They're showing these clips where if you catch the ball and the ball was going towards a kid, there was one clip where someone took a ball from a kid or something like that, or took a baseball hat. Dude got canceled. They found him, they doxed him, got canceled. It's just bad. Now this woman, there's a woman here Then I'll show you the clip as well. Another baseball Karen who was out here trying to get the baseball, and now she is getting completely harassed online. Was it worth it? Let's talk about it, okay? Here's the clip that says going home with a signed bat from Bader. TLDR, you guys probably already knew this would be the ending, okay? But freaking, they gave him a signed baseball bat, bro. And his like, it's like the kid is getting taken care of. Someone offered to take him to the MLB. Someone offered to buy him and the kids like a freaking car. Like everyone's coming out and being like, hey, look, you didn't deserve that kid. Here's a lot of money and here's a lot of stuff, okay? Like, here's us trying to fix the karma. So here's the clip in question in case you guys missed it. Let's just take a look really quick. Oh my God. That's it. And this clip right here absolutely ruined it. Here's the play-by-play, right? The ball was going to the left. It dropped. My man ran across the whole thing to go get that baseball. She tried to get it. He got it first. He got it. So it's a free ball, bro. You know when the ball drops in it, it's a free ball. You just go. It's a scatter. You go. He got it first. Fair and square. It was close to her, but there's this word. It's called entitlement, right? Some people believe that they are entitled to people and their time and to things and to events playing out in ways exactly how they wanted to play. And she said, I didn't get the baseball. That's not fair. Time to go confront the dude. He gets the baseball and gives it to his kid, right? And even at that point, if you're the Karen, you're like, all right, it went to the kid, whatever. Let me, is what it is, right? You know, let's just give it to the kid. She comes out of nowhere and scares the hell out of this dude. Like what the heck? What is going on? My man was literally, did you see the clip before? Did you see like a split second? I know we're doing a play-by-play, right? My man was right here, just literally hugging his kid, being like, I love my kid. And I am so glad that I could do something great for my kid, right? That's just, and then you come over here to and ruin this beautiful moment. So you got this guy here saying, I'll send the young man and his family to the MLB World Series on me. Oh, and you just won an RV as well. As you guys know, okay, literally blasted everywhere. No one. It's 0 to 100. She has become literally the enemy of the freaking world, of the free United States. Like, oh my Lord. Said not even happy after she got the ball, just a nasty lady determined to ruin life for everyone. What then later happened, it says the Marlins gave the young fan some gifts after the woman took the ball from him and the crowd cheered. He has the game celebrating her on her birthday, okay? And there was another clip, I can't find it, okay? But everyone was booing her. They were like, boo! And she was literally looking around at all the cameras, giving them the middle finger. Quite literally, just trying to get her booed out the stadium, and she was just literally just rubbing it in people's faces that she got the ball and that was hers. That's my ball. She said, that's my ball. Here it is. I found it. Everybody talking smack and nobody like her. Look at her. She's getting up. Now she's getting up and getting in someone else's face. See, look. This is called aggression, okay? When it comes to communication, getting up and walking and moving in somebody's personal space, all right? That's called, in the animal kingdom, right? You get got for that. You get got for that, okay? But she's just like, you know what? You said something I don't like. I'm going to get up and get right in your face with my smelly breath, probably spitting in your nose and everything. Like, woo, we do not like her. They're talking. They're having a conversation. He's like, bro. Shit. Here she is getting booed. Showing that she got the ball still. And throwing the middle finger at everybody. Put your glasses on. This guy was drunk out of his mind, by the way. Wait, chat, pause. I found another angle, okay? Here's a close-up. Detective Omni giving you all of the angles. She said, you took it from me. That was in my hands. That was in my hands. I don't know. We can't see it. We need the tape. We need some. Okay. We couldn't see it. She could be telling the truth. But from what I saw, it looked like his hand was going down there first. I don't know. She's saying you took it from me. Anyway, where's the Philly baseball Karen now? I don't know. Okay. I don't know, but it's not a good look. I would go into hiding. I'd make a public apology. I'd be going out and be like, hey, here's a donation to the Kids Foundation. I'm sorry. I never do that. Okay. Moral of the story. All right. Don't take baseballs from kids at baseball games. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You get the baseball, but then you walk away literally enemy number one. And when you're enemy number one to the entire to the world, bro, these people are crazy. They gonna do whatever they can do to make your life worse. I ain't worth that smoke in my opinion. Y'all can let me know how y'all feel about it now. So quick rant, okay, quick update, okay. Hollow Knight Silksong, the game has been out since Thursday. I've been playing it every day, okay. Espawner made this super freaking cute. Oh my god, I love fan art. This is a Hollow Knight, but with the hat on. Oh my god, it's so freaking cute. I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, a lot of you guys have asked me, hey Omni, what are your thoughts on Hollow Knight Silksong? Okay, my thoughts are this. It's hard. This is real hard. Oh my freaking god. But I absolutely love it. It is so good. The music, incredible. The score, oh my god. There are places where I just go and I just sit there and just vibe to the music. Clockworks, and it's good. It's big. It's a Metroidvania, I believe that's what it's called. So it's kind of like, for those of you guys who are not familiar with Hollow Knight or Silksong, it's kind of like Super Metroid. Okay, hopefully you know about Super Metroid. It's where you basically explore and then you get lost, and then the game doesn't tell you where to go. It doesn't just say like go to that corner and you forgot to go there. You literally have to search and find and sleuth and mystery and find a broken wall to find out the next place. It can be really tricky exploring, but that's a part of what's so fun about these types of games. What else? It's challenging, and it's challenging in a way that feels really rewarding, except for one fight. One fight started to piss me off. There's a fight in the middle of the game where you have to fight a gauntlet of monsters, right? And it's like a long, like 8 strings of them, right? Pretty tough, right? But I got through it. But at the end of it, there's these 2 big dudes with these hammers. So for the first one half of it, you fight one, then it's 2 in a small room, and they have big hammers. And oh my god, it was obnoxious. It was obnoxious trying to fight those guys. After about 15 attempts, maybe even 20, I actually beat them, but that was the hardest boss that I fought so far. But the boss fights are really fun, iconic. I like Lace. She's really cute. That was a really fun fight. There's a fight where there's these 2 couples, bugs that are dancing together, which was really kind of like very unique. I love that. There's like another person who's fighting you. Everyone has these unique fighting styles that gives so much character to the bosses that I absolutely freaking love. And I don't even know if I'm halfway through the game yet or not. What else? A lot of people are complaining about the difficulty of like kind of traveling on the terrain. I get it. There's a lot of spikes. Okay. There's this whole thing about these little red balloons, whatever, that you have to kind of bounce off. And if you miss the balloon, you go straight to your death. I haven't had issues with that. The thing that pisses me the most off on this game are the freaking flying monsters, okay? Which is all of them. They all freaking fly towards the middle of the end of the game. They're all flying, right? And they keep kiting you. They run away and they hit you from far away and throw crap at you. And for a long time, you have no way of like reaching them very well. And if you're very impatient, you'll take a lot of damage. Like taking damage in this game is bad, bro. Some of the normal monsters in this game will hit you for 1/3 of your life. It's rough out on these streets, but I love difficulty. So for me, I loved it. Apparently there are people who are making mods of the game to make the game easier. And I say to you, coward, okay? How dare play the game for how it was meant. Imagine you've been like, "Mom, this game is too hard for me. I'm going to make it so that I don't take damage no more." And little baby, the whole point is to get over the challenge, bro. What's the point of playing a game that's supposed to be challenging when you take away the challenge, okay? Like, good Lord. Anyway, so that's Hollow Knight Silksong. I have not beaten it. I have loved it. I can't wait to finish it. I don't know how further I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep trying to stream as much as possible, but I think I'm getting close towards the end. And that's kind of like my review so far. 10 out of 10. I would have to say, though, it's probably in line with Game of the Year with Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. Okay. I don't know, but those are two great games. Like, indie developers are absolutely cooking this year. Okay. And another thing, okay, one more thing about this game, right? It costs $20, right? And people are saying it's too cheap. It's too cheap. With the amount of content and stuff in this game, 7 years of making this game, and it was only $20. People are out here saying there are people who pirate games who are saying, do not pirate this game. They pirate every game. These pirates like pirate everything. But Silksong, they're like, don't give these people. Some people are saying, how do we give you more money? Because the value for $20 for what we're getting is just way too cheap. One of the most successful franchises. I think it had over 500,000 peaking on stream alone. Okay, that doesn't even count the fact this is a very Nintendo Switch, like very good game to play on the Nintendo Switch too, or the Nintendo Switch. So a lot of people are like, that number is going down because the people are playing so much on the Nintendo Switch. It's glorious. One of the most successful launches for a video game of all time. And yeah, I love it. I'll let you guys know more about it as I keep playing. Also, in gaming news, Zeno said Marvel Tokon, is it Tokon? Token's beta weekend. That's right. Marvel Tokon beta. That's people who get access to the beta to play Marvel. Okay, it's the biggest thing since Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Why am I drawing a blank? 2, 3? I think there was a 3, right? It's the next one. It's the next one. Okay, you got Justin Wong destroying everybody. You got Sonic Fox. It's the next Marvel. It's Marvel, baby. It's Marvel. It's open beta, so only certain people could get access, right? But you got my boy MightyKeef just getting destroyed. Okay, a lot of creators could not get the beta. I wasn't actually trying to get the beta. I'm actually not going to play this game because Street Fighter 6 is my main game, and I have this weird thing that if I play multiple fighting games at once, I become worse at all of them together, right? It's like my brain can't handle playing two different fighting games unless they're completely different, like Melee and Street Fighter. So I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to be a spectator on this one. Okay. But I do play Street Fighter 6. I use my boy Bison. And I'm actually picking up Elena. I really like Elena. Anyway, MightyKeef said, y'all need to delete this, right? It is just 16 minutes, right? Of Justin Wong absolutely smashing Keef. Okay. If you want to see destruction, if you want to see it, watch this video. This man, oh my God, he's so bad. Keef, why are you even playing? What are you even doing, bro? What are you doing? How did you get the beta, right? Just so people could just beat you up. You're so bad. You're so bad. This is a call out. Why are you so bad? Don't turn this into a, hey, Omni, come play me, because if you get me on the sticks, I'm just going to embarrass you too. So I'm calling you out. No, I'm just like, do you just like it? Is there a fetish where you like getting beat in video games, bro? Because I ain't never see you take a W and you like. I'm playing with you, man. We all got to start somewhere. Keef is my boy. Keef is my boy, so we like to play. Psych! Look at this man. Look at this man's face. This is the look of absolute terror as Justin Wong's hissing with that schmicks over and over and over again. Justin saying, this is not how people look when they are playing me. Refuse to believe that. Yes, Justin. When people are playing you, we don't get to play no more. All right? We try to hold block. Now we got to hold 30 seconds of a combo, and then the reset happens. So then we got to hold another 30 seconds. Justin, it's not fun playing you, dog. It's you just bullying. It's bullying. I'm not even going to lie. If I played Justin Wong too, if I was Keef, I would be getting absolutely freaking smashed. I want to see Justin Wong versus Sonic Fox. I can't wait to see all of the old heads from Marvel come out and play this game, because watching Marvel, seeing some foot dive. Ooh, I want to see it. I want to see some freaking, I hope they have combos that last forever. Okay. I want to see some cheap stuff. That's what Marvel is about. It's about being as cheap as possible. And you'd be like, that's not fair. Nah, baby, that's Marvel. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today's video, okay? There was another topic that you guys want me to talk about in 2 or 3 more. I'll probably bring it up either Wednesday or Thursday. I'm thinking about something about Beast Boy and his voice actor or something like that. I got to look into that as well. But I love you guys, all right? I'll catch you guys later. If you made it to the end of the video, before you go, all right? Stop. Don't listen. Stop. Just drop the like, okay? Even if you don't like me, drop the like. Okay. It just lets me know that you made it to this part of the video. So it's like, oh, okay, good. I made a video where people made it into the video. It's a good statistic for me to use to know if videos are being done well or not, or at least that you made it to the end. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all take it easy. Brush your teeth. Don't get halitosis. And again, if you catch any baseballs, these baseball streets are not safe. Give it to the nearest kid. I ain't never touching a baseball again. And if I do, I'm just going to throw it at a kid. Back up. Okay. I'll see you guys later. Y'all take it easy. Peace.